Hello, friends. All right, so today we're talking about 10,000 steps a day and how it can change your life. I know it's changed mine. That's why I want to share this with you. First, let's go over the benefits that I've noticed. Number one, I am losing more fat, which is great if that's what your goals are. I'm definitely noticing that I'm burning more calories every day. Therefore, if I maintain the amount of food I'm eating, I'm burning more fat. Number two, I have increased mobility. I just feel better in my body. I feel like I can move around better, more active. I've noticed an increase in my energy levels for sure. I just have more energy. I'm less drained at the end of the day, even though I am moving more. And I've noticed that probably, it's been about 2 weeks since I've started doing this. So the first few days it was rough, making sure that I got them in and moving more than I'm used to. But beneficial nonetheless. Fourthly, I've noticed that when I go on walks, I have bursts of creativity or ideas flow in through my head. Definitely enjoy that. Just little things. Whether it's I notice something that I'm grateful for, or I have an idea for a video, or just something that I can do for the people that I love to make them feel more loved. All good things. First things first, you need a way to track your steps if you're going to make this kind of goal for yourself. What I use is a G-Shock Move. It's essentially, here, I'll show it to you in the video. I'll show it to you here. So we got a G-Shock Move. I just got the newest one, bought it online for $120, I think. It doesn't have, for one, why did I choose a G-Shock Move? I don't like smartwatches. I feel like they're too distracting, overstimulating. I don't want something attached to my body that tells me about everything going on outside of me. Doesn't sound good for me. It's distracting. I don't like it. So that's why I went with this one. They have an app, but you don't have to connect to the app to track your steps. It does it right here on the watch. It doesn't have really any other, you can't take calls on it, text messages, any of that kind of thing. So I would highly recommend getting one of those if you're in the market. So that's the watch I'm using. Now let's go over how I'm implementing it into my life. Little tips and tricks that have helped me get to 10,000 steps a day. So first things first, I start my day with about a mile walk. I get up, I get my son ready for school, get him fed, drive him to school, and then I immediately go to the gym where I get on the treadmill for 1 mile. I literally walk for 1 mile. I've been increasing the speed. It takes me about 17 minutes to do that right now, and that puts me at about 3,000 steps. Second tip that I can give, if you lift, which I recommend you do, because who doesn't want to be strong? In between sets, when you're resting, I like to pace in the gym. I'll just find an area or a path through that where nobody's at, and I just go down and come back. I'll walk for about a minute and a half or so in between sets. That way, I'm not just sitting there. That's really helpful. By doing that alone, just 1 mile right when I get there, and then I start lifting. By the time that I leave the gym, I'm at over 5,000 steps. So it makes hitting 10,000 super easy. I really don't have to put any more conscious effort into it past that, because I'm going around, I'm doing this, doing that, that kind of thing. One other thing that I will note though, whenever you're going to the store, this is a super easy one that everyone can do. But instead of trying to get the parking lot as close to the front door as possible, just go to the back. It's less crowded. Nobody's going to ding your door, and you're going to get extra steps in. And it makes your hitting your goal way easier. I've never regretted parking in the back, except for maybe the 1 or 2 times where it's like pouring rain when I'm leaving the store. That might be the one time where I'm like, maybe should have parked closer or should have looked out. But for the most part, it's a super good thing to implement. One last tip I can give is after you put some food in your body, just go walk around outside. Well, I don't care if you're at work or at your house. If you're at work and you get a lunch, go eat your lunch, go outside, walk around the building, come back inside. Super easy, takes 5-10 minutes. You're getting extra steps in. If you do all these things, by the end of the day, you've probably already met your goal. And if you had a lazy day where you laid around a bunch, you might have to walk a little bit after dinner. But usually I have a big dinner, and I try to hit my step goal before then, so I can just on the couch, One more thing that I will note that I like to do. For the most part, I like to go on walks without headphones because I just get peaceful. It's a way for me to find peace. And I find that if I have external stimulation while I'm on my walk, I don't reach the same level of peace. But if you're a like a podcast listener, or you like listening to books on your phone, that kind of thing, you could literally just walk while you listen to the book. It takes no extra effort. You're listening to the book and you're just moving your body. Super easy thing to implement. Yeah, that about sums it up. Highly recommend 10,000 steps a day. Super great habit to get into your life. And if you start your day off with a mile, if you start your day with about 5,000 steps like I do, it really takes no additional effort after that. So if you're going to the gym already, hit the treadmill first, get a few steps in, or walk around your neighborhood before you go to the gym. Either one's fine. Highly recommend it. And as always, show up for yourself today. Your future self will thank you. Peace.